Attack on Titan has always been incredibly unforgiving, even towards its main characters. But when a main character dies this late in the game, it is bound to get sad, even emotional for us fans. It was sad when Erwin asked Levi to make that decision. It was sad when we saw Grisha's sister getting eaten. And it was also sad when the entire Levi squad died while facing the female Titan. These are only a few examples of just how much of an emotional impact Attack on Titan can have on its fans. And now, in the latest episode of Attack on Titan, the episode named Assassin's Bullet. As a stupid amount of hate manifests in Gabby's heart and she starts dripping with rage, the only thing on her mind is to kill the island dwellers, even if it's at the cost of her own life. So she rationalizes her rage, runs after them, kills a scout to get on the ship. Falco grabs onto her at the last moment, and then right when Gabby enters the ship, she takes aim at one of the scouts and shoots. That scout just happened to be Sasha. And just like that, another main character ceases to exist. This time, it's our potato girl. Her final words, you might ask? "You're so loud. Is our food ready yet?" And then before she takes her last breath, the word she lets out is meat. That's right, her final word was meat. This scene had a lot of emotional impact in the manga, and I've got to say the anime did it justice. However, as this scene plays out, there are already a lot of complexities as the story just keeps getting more and more complicated. The man behind this massacre lets out a laugh, even though it is the death of his dear friend. This has been a topic of interest among manga fans for quite some time. Why would Eren laugh at her death? Has he really lost it? I can't help but think that it was probably the same as it was back during the climax of the second season, when Eren laughed at the death of Hans. And now, as Attack on Titan continues to move on towards its climax, Eren's character will also continue to get deeper and deeper. But that's a topic for another video. For now, let's talk a bit more about Sasha. In an interview back in 2013, Attack on Titan's editor revealed that Isayama had planned on killing Sasha in the 36th chapter. This would have been in the second episode of the second season when Sasha saves that girl from a small Titan and her backstory gets revealed. However, Isayama's editor persuaded him to change his mind. In fact, the editor literally went to the bathroom and cried after reading the storyboard that Isayama had initially planned. To think that a storyboard of a manga chapter made the editor of that specific manga cry. Isayama is ruthless. Sasha survived the 36th chapter in the 27th episode, but after all these years in the 105th chapter of the manga and the 67th episode of the anime, she finally met her end. Be that as it may, the reason why Isayama postponed her death until this late in the game wasn't because he was persuaded. It was more like he ended up finding a better way. This death and the fact that Sasha made it through all those battles, as well as what happens next, it's all going to be according to Isayama's genius on how the story continues to evolve over time. Her character has been, and will always be, significant to the story. Ever since the first time we saw her eating a potato in front of Commander Keith, to the moment she raised the morale of her comrades in the Battle of Shinigashina and everything in between. Throughout the series, she has been a fan favorite. Born and raised as a hunter, who also had a strong thirst, or rather obsession, when it comes to food, she has been a major component of the Scout's strength. With her razor-sharp instincts and an eccentric yet sometimes timid personality, all this time she has been a pillar of the Survey Corps, never losing her struggle for freedom, for better food, and always having a strong, lovable personality. It isn't a stretch to say that the Survey Corps are incomplete without Sasha, just like how they are incomplete without Erwin Smith. The fandom probably hates Gabby for what she did. While her actions do make sense if you consider the parallels in Attack on Titan, that still doesn't make Sasha's death any less sad. In the end, it's this struggle for freedom that demands sacrifices, and both Eren as well as the Survey Corps already know that. Right now, the entire world is their enemy. The sacrifices are not only going to continue to grow as more and more characters meet their end in the most unexpected yet gruesome way possible. And with only 8 episodes left to the end of the final season, there's no telling what'll happen next. In the end, nobody, not even Eren, not Gabby, not even Sasha, had any choice but to fight. The line between what is right and what must be done is very thin. Be that as it may, Sasha will not be forgotten. She wasn't in the series just for comedic relief. She wasn't just the potato girl. She wasn't just another scout. She wasn't just another character. She was Sasha. And she remained herself all the way till the very end. So there you go, guys. This was my way of paying a tribute to one of my favorite Attack on Titan characters. Feel free to add your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm always looking forward to hearing them, and don't forget to press that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Well then, as always, I'm the Bearded Saiyan. I'll see you guys in my next Attack on Titan video.